Welcome back to this video on Basic Algebra. We will look at algebraic properties, which are very handy and useful rules for solving equations and simplifying. We will start with the most important rule, distributive property. Multiplying a sum by a number is the same as adding the product of the numbers. For example, if we add 2 plus 3, which is 5, and then we'll multiply it by 4, would give me 20. Same if I distribute the 4 inside the parentheses, and the answer would be the same. 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 3 is 12. So we have 8 plus 4 times 3 is 12, and the answer would be 20. Associative property, you can add or multiply 3 or more numbers by grouping them in any order, and the answer would be the same. For example, 2 plus 3 is 5, adding 4 is 9. Same if we keep 2 out and we add 3 plus 4, so we have 7, and the answer would be also 9. Same with multiplication. 2 times 3 would be 6, multiplying by a 4 would give me a 24. If you keep the 2 out and you group 3 times 4, which is 12, 2 times 12 is 24. Commutative property, you can multiply or add in any order you like, and the answer would be the same. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Same if you switch them around, and that would be 3 plus 2 also would be equal to 5. Same with 2 times 3, which is 6, and 3 times 2 is 6. Let's have a look at some examples. A plus 2 plus 5, you can see this looks exactly the same as this one. So it's associative property. So what we do, we keep the A outside and we group 2 and 5, and the answer would be A plus 7. Let's have a look at the second one. It's exactly the same as distributive property. So we distribute the 3 inside the parentheses. So we have 3 times 3A plus 3 times 2. We have 9A plus 6. Same with the third one, which is distributive property. What we do is we distribute the 2 inside the parentheses. We have 2 times 3y. We place the sign and then we multiply by 5, then we add the 8. So we have 6y plus 10 plus 8. We have 6y. We add the last two terms, so we have 18. Last one, you can see we have 3y and y and 2y. And remember, it's a commutative property. You can add or multiply in any order. So we will add y plus 2y plus 3y, and then we add the numbers on the other side, which is 2 and 3. So we say plus 2 plus 3. So we have, this is all like terms, so we have a 6y plus 5. Identity property of addition. If you add 0 to any numbers, the answer would be the number itself. For example, 6 plus 0 equals 6, and a plus 0 is equal to a. Identity property of multiplication, any number you multiply by 1, the answer would be the number itself. So 3 times 1 is equal to 3, and a times 1 is equal to a. Opposite property of additions, if you add the number as opposite, the answer would be 0. I'll give you a more clear example. 3 and negative 3, we know that is equal to 0. Why? Because we know that the first sign is positive and the second one is the opposite. The answer would be 0. In basic arithmetic, if you multiply any number by its reciprocal, the answer will be 1. Let's have a look. 2, negative 3, 1 over 3, and 3 over 2. We know that any number has a denominator of 1. So the reciprocal of 2 is actually, we switch them around, is 1 over 2. And of negative 3 is negative 1 over 3. Always a negative, reciprocal is negative. That would be 3, and that would be, we switch them around, would be 2 over 3. Now if you multiply the number and its reciprocal, the answer would be 1. So that's 1, 1, 1, and 1. They are very handy tools in solving such a problem. We know that 10x is a multiple of 2 and 5. So we have 2x times 5. We can write 10x as this one, because we need to create a number and its reciprocal, which is 5 and 1 over 5. That would give me 1. So 2x times 1, we know that's the identity of multiplication, which would give me 2x. Same with this one. It's 1 over 3. We multiplying 1 over 3 times 6x plus 1 over 3 times 18, and you know that 6x is a multiple of 2 and 3, so we have 3 times 2x plus, we know that 18 is a multiple of 3 and 6, so we have number and its reciprocal, that's 1 and that's 1, so we have 2x plus 6. These are some exercises for you to practice.